We have another, I meant it. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, you guys, it has been a minute since I've done a crazy unboxing video, and this one has a little bit of a story. I won't waste any time because there are almost 50 items that I need to unbox and show you guys. But I got a random Instagram DM, which, by the way, I normally pay no mind to because they're normally just waste of time, scams, just people trying to, I don't know. My DMs are crazy. Like, since the Instagram following has been growing, I get the craziest DMs that just waste my time or just make no sense. So I don't really pay attention to my DMs that much anymore, but I got a DM from what seemed like an older woman, and she said, "Hey, I found you via Google image search." So she found like a shirt that maybe she had that I'd posted on Instagram or something. She found my Instagram through that. She found me basically through Google. She found the Loveless Vintage Instagram page through Google, and she reached out to me saying that her family owns an antique store and they do buyouts of estates and collections and stuff, and she had in her possession a lot of vintage anime items. So it obviously piqued my interest, and she was willing to send me pictures. I had no idea what to expect, absolutely zero idea, because sometimes people will be like, I have a vintage anime shirt, and it'll be something like this. So my DMs sometimes just completely fail me. This time they came through in ways that I cannot explain, because when I tell you guys this is just the beginning, this is just the beginning, because this purchase of this box full of 50-ish shirts, including some vintage anime grails, is just the beginning. There is going to be a part 2, part 3, probably part 4 and 5 of this video, because this connection I've made with this woman now, we're basically friends now, and she has hooked me up with some other items that I'll be making other videos about, and potentially more vintage clothing and stuff like that. But this deal was secured through Google and Instagram DMs, which is absolutely crazy to me. Let me show you guys the box. All right, I have been going to the gym, so I'll be able to lift this. Oh, with one hand. Yeah, he's actually kind of nice with it. This is like 50-ish shirts, not all anime, but mostly anime. There are some grails in here, some shirts that I'm actually adding to my collection. We're gonna go through it the way it was packed. I did look through it already just to confirm with her that everything got here. There were a couple random throw-ins that she gifted to me, so we'll go through those as well. I am not gonna say what I paid for it until the end of the video, so you guys gotta stick around and maybe try to guess in the comments or just keep it in the back of your mind what you think I paid for everything. 50-ish items. I'll be calling out the items I'm like keeping for my personal, like what's gonna be for sale, and a lot of this stuff, actually everything here that will be for sale on a future Loveless Vintage website drop. If you guys didn't know, I resurrected my website and I'm going to be selling on there a lot more than like Depop or whatnot. I'm gonna be doing website drops. The best way to find out when the website drops are is to follow me on Instagram over here, and this will be a future website drop with all the items that will be for sale. I'm kind of on the fence about some of them, so they might be on the website, they might be priced pretty high on the website, but let's stop yapping. Let's look at the teas. Here we go. So she did write a note to me. "Hey Jackson, just wanted to say thank you again. I hope you enjoy the thank you gifts. LOL, just a little something." And the thank you throw-in note she threw in, I cannot show this one like fully, but this is one of the thank you throw-ins that she sent to me. We have an anime DVD. This one looks interesting. The back, I can actually show the back. There's nothing crazy going on in the back, but yeah, interesting anime DVD we got going on there. These throw-ins were absolutely amazing. I'll show you guys this one. This is the Neon Genesis Evangelion soundtrack, the single collection. Absolutely amazing. I love physical media. I have a big physical media collection. Yeah, adding this into my collection. There's a little card that fell out of it, but yeah, that one is going into my personal collection. These were just like free throw-ins that she decided to throw in. We have the Tenchi Muya OVA collection. So this is the complete series, 13 episodes on 2 DVDs. I had to look this up. Little Busters, I think this was a visual novel, and then I think they made it into an anime, but this one is dated 2008, so it's a little, I'm not sure what this would be, like a poster. And then the best throw-in, I freaked out when I saw this. The Serial Experiments Lane soundtrack. Look at the front and the back, the little bear suit. This actually goes for, I think, like 50 bucks or so, and it looks like it has all the inserts. So yeah, this was another throw-in that she just threw in out of the kindness of her heart, so thank you so much. You know who you are. Enough of the throw-ins, let's get into the box. Here it is, you guys. There There are a couple newer items in here. I will call them out and kind of just go through them quick. There are a couple non-anime items in here as well. We'll just be going through this, and let's just start this off. This is a Hatsune Miku hoodie. It's like I don't know how to describe the quality. It's not like super bad quality, but it's definitely not the best quality. But I was looking up like her merch, and a lot of it actually does go for decent money. So these guys too, these are hooded sweatshirts from like otaku events. There's like a lot of anime, like Otakon I believe is the event, 2017. So there are some like hoodies and shirts from like anime conventions in here, which is sick to me. I love stuff like that. I only have ever been to one anime convention, but it was actually when I was 10 years old. I begged my mom to take me to SakuraCon in Seattle, and she took me when I was like 10 years old. This is a 2017 hoodie. I think I looked this one up, or maybe this one, and they both do have some value. And this one has a back hit like this, so some zip up hoodies. But there is vintage anime in here, you guys. This one, let's see, yeah, we're all covered up. I don't exactly know what this shirt is, but dated 2006, Fruit of the Loom size large. This graphic is a little crazy. Everything's all covered up, but let's just say there's a girl in a tube with a lot of I don't know what's going on here. This one is one that I need to look up a little bit more. There are like banger anime guys, you have to believe me, there are banger anime tees in here. I will get to them. This one is really cool. Okay, we have a banger like up next basically. Size large, Y Anime 1. So this is a little joke tee. There are a couple like joke tees like this in there, and there's a few that I'm really stoked on. But it's basically just a tee talking about how anime is better than like Disney and stuff like that. And this one is dated 2007. I will stop pulling your guys' legs. Here we are. I meant it when I said bangers. There are some bangers in here, and I haven't told you guys what I spent on everything yet, which is the craziest part. Dream Colors tag, year 2000. If you guys know, you know. Euro Screen Stars under tag. This is an extremely rare Ghost in the Shell shirt. Look at that shirt. Oh my god, beautiful. 2001 dated. This one is a very rare one. Very expensive. I think the only one for sale right now is up for like $800 or more dollars. This one will be going into my collection. I did have one of these Dream Color prints a couple years ago. I sold it. I kind of regret it. This one is so sick. This one is going into the collection for sure. I'll definitely be holding on to it for now. This is definitely a Grail. So pretty early on into the box, we have a Grail. An absolute Grail. There are a couple like comic shirts in here. This one is a Hanes Beefy size large. Maybe you guys could help me out a little bit. I'm not entirely sure like what this one is, but this collection all came from one person, and they were very, very into anime and comics. There's actually a lot of comic tees in here as well. Some of these might be rare. I'm not entirely sure. There are a couple really good comic tees in here though that I'm stoked to show you guys. We have I think this is a Scrapped Plus Princess. I've never seen this show. I think this is actually a pretty inexpensive anime tee. I think this is like maybe $40 or less. This is a AAA tag size large. This is also a Hatsune Miku shirt. This is from 2014, like an exhibit shirt. And like I said, some of these tees were going for really good money, so this is definitely probably going to be an eBay item. I'll try to list everything on the site though. Like everything I got in the box that is for sale, I'm going to be listing on the site. This one is pretty thrashed. It definitely needs some soaks, but this is a NicoNico.com. I had to look it up, but look at this back hit. It's so sick. It has a bunch of different like little animations and avatars. I forget exactly what it was, but this tee seems like very rare. I couldn't like find much about it, and the website is now like defunct. I'm not sure how well you guys can see, but all of the little images on it are so sick and unique. I think this is actually meant to be like a tan color, but it has some wear and marks and everything. So a couple little just random like nerd shirts in here, which I really love. We have an Otakon. Oh my god, there's another Grail coming up next. Otakon 2004. I think some of these Otakon shirts I'm going to be keeping. Hanes Beefy size large. This one is cooked. This one definitely needs a soak. Front and back hit long sleeve. I don't think I'll keep this one, but it does need a clean. Here we go though. You guys ready for another Grail? Here it is. Bro. The Neon Genesis Evangelion. Size XL. Magnum Delta weight. I actually already have this shirt in my collection. It is right here. Not sure how well you guys can see that, but here's most of my anime tees, a lot of Evangelion tees. So I already have this one. Gonna compare conditions and everything. This one actually looks about as cracked as mine. The graphic gets kind of cracked on this design, as you guys can see, but this is a really good one. I value all of my Eva tees. I value all my anime tees like very high because I'm a personal collector of them. So something like this, and this is again just my personal value. I have not looked up like recent sold comps or anything on this. My personal value on this tee is probably around 700-ish, for sure more than like $500. I know the market is kind of interesting right now. Just this design, it doesn't pop up as much, and it's just such a sick one. I love all of the Delta like prints of all the Eva tees. I have a pretty big collection of them, so I do have this one. So it will be for sale. It does have like a little hole, some marks and wear. I'll be putting it on the website first. I need to do some research, figure out a price, but this is a really good one. This one is pretty cool. Also have not seen this anime. This is a My-Zime, I think, 2006 dated. Have not seen this one front and back. This one definitely needs like an oxy bath as well. Size XL on this Fruit of the Loom tag. There is a video game shirt as well. I think this is the only video game shirt. It's a pretty good one though. Power Pro Onita tag. Size XL faded out. We have the Metal Gear Solid. So this guy, he was into everything. He was a gamer, he was into anime, single stitched all the way around. It does have some holes in wear. I love this like access, respond, acquire, and then the little PlayStation hit right here. I think it's like touching around 200 bucks-ish is what I want to say this one's like valued at. We have a random like 80s, early 90s Doctor Who shirt, the Friends of Doctor Who. We do have a couple like Wolf and Fantasy shirts, so I'll kind of just like breeze past these ones. This one is single stitched 90s, kind of like wraparound print. There is a random rabbit on the back and no like wolves to be found, but there's the wolves on the front or the wolf on the front. We do have a couple of the mountain tees, like 2000s mountain tees, so there's one as well. This one is really sick. I've had this tee before. Double XL all over print, single stitched wolf tee, wraparound print. Good tee, probably like a $40-$50 tee. I mean, just like in my personal quick evaluation of it, I always value wraparound prints, all over prints like a little higher. I just think they're sick. This one I will be keeping. We have another Otakon shirt, size XL, Hanes Beefy, black long sleeve. Look at this Otakon shirt, bro. So sick. Oh, a lot of these are Baltimore, Maryland. That is where the seller's based. So a lot of these like anime shirts for these cons are like Baltimore, Maryland based, which is pretty cool because I live in Seattle. So there's no way I would have ever got my hands on these like anywhere out here. This has like the past like Otakon like flyers like 94, 95 leading up to 2003. I just love the wear, the fade, the print on this one. So I'm going to be keeping this one. Oh, another one I'm really stoked on. I didn't even know this shirt existed until she sent me a picture of it, but size large Tennessee River. This one really taps into like my childhood love of anime. If you guys didn't know, I've been like watching anime since I was like around 4. It started with Ghibli films, and then I would go to Suncoast Video, which this is a promo for. We have the little Suncoast Video hit. I'm not sure if they even exist anymore, but I would go to Suncoast Video in the mall and just look at all of the anime. They had all the anime there. It's a very fond memory of mine, like being in the mall, going to Suncoast, looking to see what like anime series they have, what new ones came out, seeing if my mom would buy me like a used one because they had the new ones and then the used ones were like cheaper. Suncoast was just like a big influence on me like finding anime. So this is actually a Suncoast staff promo shirt. And it has staff on the back, and then it says Otaku on the front. So sick. I'm definitely keeping this one, and there's not only one, but there are 2. So I will probably be listing one for sale on the site. I'm definitely going to be keeping one. I need to see what one fits better. They are both size large. Super stoked on these ones. Going to be holding on to one of those. Speaking of like an anime of nostalgia, we have on the Blue Bar Anvil, size large, we have the Blood Plus. I love Blood the Last Vampire. That was one of the first non-Ghibli animated films I had seen, which is crazy because I think I saw it when I was like 6 or 7, and it's like very violent. We have the Blood Plus, which is the show that came after Blood the Last Vampire. There's also like Blood C. There's other like spin-offs of it, but this was the first one. I think it was around like 2004, 2005. I actually had this shirt many years ago, like 2019, and I sold it. I think I'll probably be selling this one as well. It's a pretty common shirt to get. I think it's around like a $40-ish shirt. So this one will probably be for sale, but really, really cool series. And also if you have never seen Blood the Last Vampire, what are you doing? You need to go watch that. There's 2 random like diver shirts from Hawaii, but the fade and graphic on them is crazy. crazy. Like crazy fade. Look at that back graphic though. Absolutely insane. Really random, like amongst anime video game tees, we just have like 2 diving tees. Will work for anime. Bro, this is me with the back hit right there. Size large on this tag, on the AAA tag. Actually, I lied when I said there was only 1 video game tee. There are 2 video game tees. And please, you guys, I feel like my DMs might get blown up for this one. I already have a crazy offer for it. This one, when I was looking it up, the only images I could find of it were on the National Video Game Museum website. Like someone had visited there and they were like, oh, they don't just have video games, they have apparel too. And they had this shirt in the National Video Game Museum. That's the only picture I could find of it. I hit up my friend that's a big video game tee collector. He also said he's never seen it and he threw me a very high offer. So this is a Castlevania Symphony of the Night video game promo tee. I did not know this one would potentially be as crazy as it was. She sent me pictures and I was like, oh, that's a cool tee. Like that's the best Castlevania like video game, pretty much undisputed. So that's probably going to be a good seller, but I didn't look it up. A lot of these tees, I didn't look up a lot of things in the deals that we've been doing. Yes, there's multiple deals. I haven't been looking up because the price has been good. I trust her. When I saw this, I was like, oh, that's probably a cool like $100 to $200 shirt. You guys, it is probably worth much, much, much more than that. So this is a crazy one. Size XL Castlevania Symphony of the Night video game tee. I need to put this to the side because that one really surprised me. We have a 2000 size XL. This is a Shakespeare, like a Shakespeare kind of parody, like a zombie parody. We have a Noir shirt. I've also never seen this, but I actually own the entire DVD set. So I haven't watched Noir, but here it is. I think this used to be a pretty cheap tee. I want to say like a $40, $50 tee. And I think it's really jumped up recently. I think it's like $100+ shirt. Yeah, really nice fade on this one. This one will be for sale. Captain Taylor, another anime I've not seen. Size XL on this Gildan tag. Captain Taylor, no back hit, navy blue tee. Another fantasy tee. We have a Dragon tee, the Mountain 2000s. Another really sick anime tee. This is Anime Go. Yeah, Animigo. 15 years of anime your way. So this one actually has a really cool back hit. It's like a promo. It also says not for sale, promotional use. So that's kind of cool. But we do have some cool anime on the back here. As you guys can see, Bubblegum Crisis. We have Lone Wolf and Cub. We have Macross. We have Oh My Goddess. We have a bunch of cool anime like promoed on the back of this. Oh, Battle Royale High School too. So yeah, this is a really sick one. I haven't looked this one up, but another one that will be for sale because I can't rock like royal blue. I'm not into it. We have a random Faust shirt in here. Size XL. Really, really nice fade on this one as well. Look at this. Front hit, back hit. Really good fade on that one. Single stitch all the way around. This is newer and is definitely like painted. This was thrown into the bundle. It's like a Princess Mononoke, but it's like painted. Like someone painted this. It's just on a like 2XL long sleeve. We have some comic tees and you guys, there's still a really good anime tee. Maybe 2 really good anime tees left, but we're getting into some comic tees. We have size XL on this Fruit of the Loom. That's actually one of my favorite Fruit of the Loom tags. We have the Lady Death, and I don't know a lot about some of these comic tees. This one is single stitch all the way around. Some of these comic tees are probably pretty good. This one, I'm not too sure. Lady Death, staying on theme with the comic, size large Fruit of the Loom tag. We have a Dawn shirt, and there are, I want to say, probably like 4 or 5 other Dawn shirts. This one does have a hole and like a bleach mark in the back. She sent me pictures of like all the damages and everything, but that front graphic is absolutely insane. Oh, there's another video game promo tee. I actually have this one, but it's dry rot, but it's hanging up in my house. We have the Illusion of Gaia. This one is faded, super, super faded, very boxy. The sleeve is kind of like destroyed, hanging on for dear life. This one is definitely like a fader, kind of distressed one. This will go on the website for sale as well. Nice little fairy, the Mountain tee, 2000s, and we are kind of nearing the end of the box, you guys. Here's all we have left in the box. I want to say probably under 10 tees. I've been kind of going fast through some of the like Mountain tees and like the Wolf tees and stuff like that. But here's another the Mountain tee, another the Mountain tee. These are just kind of like part of the deal. Like I wanted to like take everything, you know. This Portal tee is so sick, dude. Portal 2 promo tee. Really cool. I'd never seen that one before. Another Dawn tee, and this one is so sick. Look at that graphic, man. I love this like greenish blue. Okay, another anime tee. I've actually had this same one before. Yeah, we have 2 really good anime tees still left. I was just reminded of what one of the other ones is. Gildan tag, size XL. I've had this tee before and sold it. This is for the Final Fantasy Unlimited. This is the anime series. ADV licensed, Square Enix licensed. Really sick. Back hit, navy blue. I think I've sold this one before for, I want to say, around 70-ish bucks. It's a pretty rare tee, actually. On the Fashion Victim tag, size large, we have another comic tee. Darkness Witchblade. Really sick graphic. I've never had a Fashion Victim comic tee, so that's pretty cool. This one is Date Alive. I think this one is probably like 2000s. Date Alive 2. You guys. There we go. There we go. I'm saving the 2 anime grails for the end. Size large. Fashion Victim. An Ascension. Never heard of this one either, Ascension. This graphic is pretty crazy though. Single stitch all the way around, another Fashion Victim. And then I think this is probably the best Dawn tee in the lot. Another Fashion Victim, size XL. This Dawn tee is crazy. Look at that graphic, man. Look at that graphic, dude. Look at her, like, shirt. It's just, like, all over print skulls. So sick, dude. 1998, double stitched all the way around. I think that's probably my favorite Dawn tee. We have 2 more really good anime tees. One of them, definitely a Grail. Let's do this one first. On the Silver Edition tag, size XL. If you guys see this tag, it's normally pretty good. Mezzo Forte. Anime promo tee. 2001, copyrighted 2004. Some graphic cracking, but yeah, this is a really good one, you guys. Very good anime tee. Pretty rare one, I think, as well. That's not the one I'm as hyped on, though. This next one, not for sale. Last tee in the box. That's right. Dream Colors. Another Dream Colors tag. Size large. Euro Screen Stars under tag. We have another Ghost in the Shell, but this one, bro, this one is crazy. This one has some pinholes, some wear, 2001 dated. I had a Mexican bootleg shirt that had this graphic on it, but it was like tiny. It was like kid size. So this one will actually fit me. It's official. This is another really expensive one. Pretty sure listings are all like around $700-800. The 2 Ghosts in the Shells, the Ava, that Castlevania. There's some crazy tees in this deal, you guys. I think there's around 40 something, 50 tees in this deal. That is the entire box. But you guys, there is much more to come. We actually just finished wrapping up a big deal for a ton of anime media, manga, DVD sets, Blu-ray sets, and it's getting shipped to me on a pallet. That's how much stuff it is. 700 pounds of stuff. Hopefully you guys are gonna be tapped in for that. That'll be a future video, and it'll definitely be multiple parts of a video. And I'm gonna be making a lot of content out of that purchase, probably over on my Instagram. What I spent for all this, you guys are probably always wondering, because I'm normally pretty upfront about like what I spent on the entire box. We went back and forth. She wanted me to throw a number. She refused to throw a number, which is a very, very good selling tactic. So I just threw a number, and she was good with it. I paid $800 for everything. I paid shipping as well, which was I think like $86, so closer to $900 for everything. Insane deal. Absolutely insane deal. She definitely blessed me. When she was coming up with a number in her head, she already went on eBay. She was looking things up, and she was doing like 50% off. And she said even a little bit more. Like, she understands. She's also a reseller. She understands the game, you know. She definitely knows that she was giving me a good deal because I'm going to flip these. She knew that I'm going to flip these besides the ones that I'm keeping. So shout out to her. Absolutely insane deal. And we sealed another deal that will be shipped to me on a pallet that I'll be doing a huge video for. But yeah, just shy of $900 is what I paid for everything. If you guys want anything in this video, it'll be in a future website drop. Maybe by the time this video is out, I will know the date and I will put it up here, the website drop. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's where I will definitely be posting when all this stuff is going to go live. I'm going to be posting some reels and some content around this buyout. If you guys like vintage, if you guys like anime, make sure to like the video. Let me know what your favorite shirt is. What is your favorite shirt out of the haul? Let me know why. Drop a comment. I would really appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here, or just check to see if you're subscribed. You know, sometimes people aren't, and you guys are watching my videos, you don't even know you're not subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was Jackson with Loveless Vintage. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.